You can't just sit here and cry.
Oh, I can't just sit here and cry.
Hi guys, it's Bria and welcome to my channel. So today is going to be a bit of a different type of video. It's a little bit of a rant, but not like an angry rant. More of me just kind of coming on here and being honest with what's going on here at my new job and how I feel about the place and just where my head's at. But before I get into that, I just want to thank everybody who have commented and liked and have subscribed. I really love seeing that engagement, and I'm really excited every time I get a comment. I'm like, dude, look at this, someone's commented. I'm just telling my friends and my family. And so I just really appreciate that. So yeah, thanks everybody, and let's get into the video. So here's the thing. I have never left the job early. There isn't some kind of contract you have to sign that says you will stay here until this time or you owe us this money. It's just an understanding that you will stay for the whole season. And I have yet to leave a place early, but I think this may be my first. So I'm going to talk about 3 main issues that have been kind of plaguing me and have me thinking that I may leave early. To go where? I don't even know. Not yet. But the first thing is transportation. Now, having transportation is really important to me because I don't have a car. And so I'm really reliant upon either there being an employee shuttle or public transportation for me to get in and out of town. Some places will offer you, an employee shuttle. They'll say, oh, we have a shuttle that runs. You're good, we'll take you into town so you can get what you need. And some places are within a town, so there's public transportation that you can rely upon to get you to the store or to get you into town just to have a nice day off where you're not sitting on property. Because the thing with seasonal jobs is that if you're living on property, you're living, likely eating and working on property. And so it gets really boring or just tiresome. You want to see something else. And this was supposed to be a place that had employee shuttles. Now, do they? Yes. But that yes comes with a little asterisk. It's not yes, it's yes. There's a but after it. But, asterisk but, it's a complicated system. It does not run every day. It does not run every week. And it only runs basically on request. So you have to request it, and then to make matters even more inefficient, the guy who does the shuttles also does 15 other things. His main job isn't even just to do the shuttle. And so there are some days where he can't do it, so it doesn't run, even if you were to request it. If it's a day that he can't do it, they try to either push it to a day that he can, or it's just a lot. You have to request it and then wait for people to sign up. It's more complicated than it needs to be, and it means that often I am not able to go because I have work. And that it makes it feel like I live on a compound, and that is generally a feeling I try to avoid when I sign up to do these jobs. It's doesn't matter how nice the property is, if I have to live, work, eat, sleep in one place and am unable to leave property, it gets really old really quickly. It doesn't matter how good the place is. Another issue is food. And the food issue and the transportation issue are connected because the food here isn't great. There are some times when it's all right, but when it's all right, it's usually because it came from the guest dining room and they had leftovers and they gave it to us, which I'm not mad about, but you can tell the difference between the food you get that's left over from the guest dining room and the food you get that's made for the employees. Because the employee made food, a lot of times it's just crap. It's not, someone didn't taste it. It's dry chicken or dry beef. and it's just no like care put into it. Like, I had this rice. It was Taco Tuesday. It was Taco Tuesday. And the rice tasted like it had been cooked in lime juice. Just think about that. It tasted like it had been cooked in lime juice. And it was awful. And I'm like, did no one taste this? And yes, there are restaurants here. It's a resort. But I can't afford to pay $30 for a meal 4 days a week because the food's just that bad, you know? And there's nothing like, personally, there's nothing like getting off of work after you've had like a hard day at work and you just want something that tastes good. You just want a nice meal. I'm not talking about like a whole steak and mashed potatoes and asparagus. I'm not talking about something, you know, I'm just a nice, simple, if it must be, tasty meal. And then I get off of work, I don't get that. I get like chicken strips that taste like they've been reheated from yesterday. And peas and carrots. Like, and don't even try to go to dinner late. Dinner is at from 4:30 to like 7. But let you go at 6. Go at 6 and see there ain't no food left. I mean, I'm not saying, oh, the food's in the oven, there's more coming out. There will be none and none coming. I literally have dinner no later than 5:30. Because even sometimes at 5:30, the good stuff is gone. If it came from the guest dining room and it's that good, it'll be gone at 5:30. I promise you that. And it's a shame. And, you know, if the transportation issue wasn't so bad, maybe I could get to the store and get something like fresh fruit or veggies to try to supplement what I have here, but I can't even do that. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just stuff starts to pile on. And before you know it, it's a whole grocery list of things that are making your stay uncomfortable or difficult or upsetting, you know. And yesterday was a pretty good day, I have to say. I don't want it to be all negative, but yesterday was a pretty good day. You know, me and my friend, we went out, we explored, we went to this museum up the street. It was nice. We found this little secluded beach area by mistake, and those are the best things. Like, when you find something by mistake and it's just like awesome and beautiful. That was nice. Yesterday was nice. But then I ate food at the food truck at the waterfront. Food truck here on property at this resort where people are spending $900 to stay here at night. I ate at the food truck and I was sick all last night. I meant to film this last night, but I was sick. I had the runs so bad, and I know it's like, but it's the truth. Like, my stomach was hurting so bad. I was so upset because I couldn't sleep. I'm sitting here, my stomach's cramping. I was up and down all night going to the bathroom, and I was so mad. I was so mad. Okay, so the last issue doesn't really have to do with outside forces so much. I mean, some of it does, but the main point I want to mention here is that I have realized I don't really like working reservations, and it doesn't really have to do with anybody else. It's not really anyone else's fault, but reservations just doesn't stop. It never stops. The phone is always ringing. The emails are always coming in. People, you don't know how many people forget when their vacation is. Like, how do you forget when you've paid $2,000-$3,000 to come here? $4,000 to come here. You're spending $900 a night. You can't remember your dates. So you have people calling, trying to figure out, when is my vacation? When are my dates? How many rooms do I have? How many cottages do I have? I'm like, what? And then you got people who are upset because there are no cottages available. And it just never stops. And it's irritating to me. But in addition to that part, which is not anyone's fault, there's also the part that is, and it's the fact that I was not trained. And I hate not being trained. And with seasonal jobs, I feel like they always have this excuse of, oh, we're too busy to train. We're too busy. And it's like, I get it, because seasonal jobs, they're seasonal. And so it goes from like 0 to 100 really quickly. But that's not justification. I'm sorry. That's not justification for not training people, because you're not giving me the proper tools to do my job appropriately. And I like doing my job well. I really do. But if I have not been trained, then I can't, and it gave me anxiety. I was put on the phone to answer phone calls like a week and a half in, still not being trained though. Like, I was given a binder to train myself, and there are still things to this day that I'm learning that I have been doing wrong, and that feels like crap, and I hate it. Let's get to the positives. What am I planning on doing to try to rectify this mess? So, first of all, me and my friend, like yesterday, are going out and trying to enjoy our days off. We're trying not to just be, oh, I'm tired, I'm just going to lay around and do nothing. We're trying to enjoy our days off by going out and experimenting with different activities, because it makes the days that are like awful seem less awful a little bit. I'm also going to try to improve my mindset and my attitude about certain aspects of my job, because there are things that I cannot change. There are things that have been going on here for years. I'm going to try to better my situation by having a better attitude. But besides that, it's July. And what I am going to do is I'm saving money. And in August, I'm going to be putting some inquiries out. I'm going to be typing some emails up to see if anyone, well, there's a particular job I'm thinking that I may want to do next. And I'm just going to send out a quick email to inquire to see if they are hiring, because I'm really thinking I'm going to leave early. I want to be upfront and honest about my feelings when I'm at these new jobs, because I'm going to be talking a lot about seasonal jobs, and I'm going to be talking about how much I love them and how much I love the opportunity to travel while earning money. But I also want to be real with, sometimes it just doesn't work out like you want it to. It's not what you thought it was going to be, and you do take a risk. You take a risk in going across country to a state you've never been to a resort or a place you've never been to work, and sometimes you just don't know how it's going to be until you get there. Now, you can ask questions so that you can find out more information and make your choice better and more educated, but sometimes you get there and it's not what you thought it was going to be. And I just want to be real with you about that. And hopefully just like post videos, make videos about, what I'm doing, how I'm feeling, and what I plan to do to try to like make it better, so that's it. Like, I just want to get out here and be real, because my creativity hasn't been that great, and I've been planning on making videos, but then I get into this rut of like, what am I going to do? What videos I want to make? I just feel like tired and irritated. But yeah, it was kind of negative, but I just wanted to be honest, and make a video to let you guys know what's going on. Yeah. So once again, thank you guys for all the engagement. I really do appreciate it. And thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Right. Oh, it's for YouTube. Oh, okay. Walk slow. Oh.